Hello, growers. If you enjoy podcasts like this one, tune into my podcast In Search of Soil on YouTube for a deep dive into the mysteries beneath our feet. Join me as I explore topics such as mycorrhizal fungi, mushrooms, compost, biochar, and more. It's a soil nerd's dream. We're going deep. We're talking to scientists about all things soil related. Whether you're a seasoned farmer or a gardener just starting out, our podcast has something for everyone. Listen in and grow with us. Check out In Search of Soil on YouTube.
That markets piece is a critical part of, we talk about conservation. You use a conservation easement to protect the farm forever. But if a farmer isn't there to steward and care for and nurture and be the person who is invested in the health of that land, then the land itself also will not be being used at its best use. And so viable farm businesses that are successful and healthy are critical to conservation as well. Just as much as the deed term for conservation easement is the importance of the viability of those farm businesses. And so when we launched in Atlanta 5 years ago, depending on how you're counting, one of the key pieces to the puzzle for us was that Emory University and healthcare system stepped up and said, tell you what, anything that your farmers grow, our institution will buy.
Wow.
They don't have to sell us anything. But if your farmers want to sell us their product, we will buy every single pound of it. And that they signed an MOU, they committed to that. Their internal goals were to reach 75% local food in the institution by, I think it was 2025. They are well on their way to achieving that. But 5 years ago, they also looked ahead and said, we are on our way to achieving this, but we've kind of maxed this out. There are only so many farms within the metro area for us to actually source the volume that we need to meet the 75%. There's a gap, right? There's a production gap between supply and demand. And that's really what we're looking at is how do we help those farms get to the point where the demand for local food is actually being saturated at all? There's such a high demand for it. And Emory stepped out and said, we're going to raise our hand. We're going to say, we're going to do this with you. We are committed to this objective and we'll buy anything that farmers grow. I think something like a third to a half of the farmers in Georgia in our program are selling into the Emory system through various channels. Not all of them are ready and willing to sell and literally show up with a truck. They're not showing up with a reefer to Emory, but they are selling to an aggregator, like another important partner of ours, the Common Market in Georgia, who is an aggregator and then will sell to institutions. So again, there are these systems that need to work. The markets need to work. The aggregation needs to work. The land needs to work. The capital has to work, all in some sort of harmony for this small to mid-size local food system to take root and to turn into that flywheel that each one kind of is running all of the pieces and helping each other out. We've got one farm, Love is Love Cooperative Farm, that's producing starts at a wholesale level.
Yeah.
We've got another farm, Snapfinger Farm, that's buying literally tens of thousands of those starts for his production. So the more of these farms that we get into this network and are working together, the more effective a local food system becomes.
Hello, growers. Say goodbye to heavy sandbags and hello to modern growers' quick hoops, low tunnels. Protect your plants from pests, wind, rain, and frost without the hassle of sandbags or flimsy hoops. Our patented design eliminates the need for clamps and ropes, while the unique wire system keeps covers secure yet easily accessible. Tested in the strong winds of New Zealand for over 20 years, Quick Hoops are light, strong, portable, and versatile. Most importantly, they're designed for field use. These aren't some lightweight system that only looks great in a greenhouse. Our hoops are designed to last in harsh field conditions. Use them with any covering to grow year-round and safeguard your crops. Shade cloth, frost blanket, insect net, clear poly, no problem. Quick Hoops can handle them. Get Quick Hoops today at shop.moderngrower.co and protect your crops for years to come.